Is self-love a requirement for building your character? Yes, bro. You've got to at least have a sense of it. How you choose to carry yourself is your own personal decision, but you have to have the sense of it. You must come to understand what self-love is by actually trying to love yourself for your flaws and all the things that make you messed up. Understanding why you do the things and why you do the things, like traumas and how you adapted, how you adapted, how you adapted. And there's reasons why you do things, but you forgot. And if a person didn't forget, that means they're constantly looping and replaying their traumas and bringing up the old stuff within themselves when they're sitting there alone and no one else is around them. We all find our own little time alone, and then the mind starts doing the things. So some people like going out and just doing things with other people and being inside a space than being home all alone. When we're babies, we're sitting there, standing, walking around, and there's these giants that are there that tower above us, and they are our parents. And one day we will be as big as them. And then we get to where we're as big as them, but we've also seen the world and everything expands. It's not like you get locked inside your house and they're the biggest thing there. And then they go outside and see the whole world they missed. Ideally, because these people on this planet, they're doing some weird stuff, man. Stop locking kids in closets in the way and stuff. What the fuck's wrong with these people that adopt children? Oh my god. Did you see how I just flowed into that, right? I had a thought within a thought within a thought within a thought within a this and within an expression. See how that works? The point of the matter is, when you grow up, your parents aren't that big. They are people too. They had a situation, you felt the fire in your loins, and you go out and you do things to satiate it. Nowadays, most people self soothe, but you know, in those times when those actions were looked down upon, you know, you you weren't emptying your chamber. So you constantly had the machismo growing in you. It's supposed to be about being a man, like that type of thing. Each one of these bubbles represents a thought, you could say, and how everything spirals. And we live inside a constant state of flashing from here to here to here to here. Inside of that state, you must come to understand yourself and the things that have happened to you and why you are the way you are. But then make your own personal changes to try to do better so that you can love yourself. And so you have a sense of self-love because you're taking care of yourself and you're actually doing the things that you know you need to do to make yourself better. Remember the great commandment: you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. This is the greatest and first commandment. And the second is like it: you shall love your neighbor as yourself. But I guess we have to clarify the third addition to this is love yourself. Because how can you love your neighbor as you love yourself if you don't love yourself? You can give away your love to other people, right? But if you don't love yourself, your love is empty because you don't even know you. It doesn't have any value to you because you don't love yourself and what you have to bring to the table. The table in the tabernacle, and the tabernacle is within yourself, buried deep within. Going through these reflections to come to love yourself. Once you actually love yourself, you can start to love everyone else, and then you're able to be someone who's there for everyone. And like when we say everyone, we mean like all of consciousness, all the things that exist, trying to find the best way for it, you know? Don't walk around looking for someone else to give you their heart and their love. Grow a new heart. If the old one feels bad, decide to change and grow a new heart. Do things that make you feel good. It's cold outside. I walk around with my patch on. I put my furs on. I have like my cardigan. I be doing my whole thing. Why? Because I love myself and I love my character. And all my stuff has purposes. Like I can throw my patch over my face and cover my stuff if it starts getting windy. Like my furs, turn them inside out so I can get warmer. Like, come on, man. People be spending money trying to like flex with impractical shit. I got practical shit that looks cool because I'm a journeyman. I go around and travel. I do things. I'm on a journey, man. A journey of self-discovery and self-love. You should be on it too. You can walk around the world and do what you want to do. Dress how you want to dress. Be who you want to be. Just be good. Damn. And if you're being good and you're feeling good, stop and take a selfie. Remember the moment. Don't be afraid of your face. Hey, it's going to change. But, you know, you still have your actions. You are your character. Improvise, adapt, and overcome. You have to realize the only person you have to live with in this motherfucker is you. You, no matter what, have to live with yourself and deal with your own actions and how your shit comes back on you later and replays yourself. So, like, you can do all the crazy shit, but eventually it's going to come back to you. And then you can be like, oh, fuck. So it's just best to be, like, the best you that you can be and, like, be living honestly and, like, you know, doing the purity thing and just improvise, adapt, and overcome. A change happens within you, and you try to bring a change into the world from your best place, regardless of what happened in that change. Yeah, you could become heartless, or you could become a nobody. But guess what? What were they trying to get back into? Kingdom Hearts is about your heart. And yeah, you go through some things, and that shit hurts. But guess what? How did you act? Were you being inside your best self? Did you truly do your best from where you were? Did you take time to reflect? Did you go back over the things within you? They're trying to gain access to Kingdom Hearts. All you have to do is look from your heart. If you don't like who you were, it's up to you to change it and live within the change. When you repent of something, you don't do it again. Those who seek the path of immortality know this, that when you end up becoming immortal, the only person you have to live with is you, but you have eternity. And so when you have eternity, you have to figure out how you're going to keep yourself so that you're good inside your own personal actions. If someone were to sit here and take your story and write it down on paper, would the story that you tell on the outside match up with the way your heart works on the inside? Can you forgive yourself? Can you accept yourself? Can you turn it around and decide to start loving yourself for all the things that you've done and going back and making amends inside one way or another? Maybe not to those people that you have harmed, but you try to go back and help out inside the area where you did wrong. It's all about legacy. It's all about lore. We're living and we're telling a story about our life through our actions, the karma we build, and the things we understand within ourselves, what we have sought out, what we are trying to become, right? You're telling the story. You're living it. You must have lore behind yourself, so you have to do actions so that you can become a Lord individual, Lord. And then once you become Lord, you have a chance to meet the Lord and become a Lord, right? As you know from Don Juan's teachings, there is a tonal of the world, and how you show yourself in the world is being noticed and observed. What people think about you is a part of your lore. They can see you, think this, think that, but sometimes after interacting with you, their thoughts change. At the same time, while you're being yourself from the inside out, you're feeding into the tonal of the times. How are you building? What type of fire are you putting out? If you can't love yourself, then you can't love your neighbor. If you can't love your neighbor, then how are you truly supposed to love God and like honor the dude to the top and see and be able to forgive and all that stuff like that? You can't. It starts with self-love. But back in those days, people's egos were so big that they didn't need to think that they'd have to say, love yourself, damn it. Be okay with yourself, but also love everyone else. Expand that from just them that are outside you, the people across the world, to all the other worlds, to all the other universes. Make that shit get big. Love everything. It's pretty cool. It was all created from one point. Singularity, right? You can't become one with the all if you can't become one with yourself. Right, Adiyogi? Self love is lit.